So notice the skin ring around the eye, okay, that black ring around the eye, that indicates you're not sweating properly, again, due to a weak thyroid and weak kidneys, because the skin takes the burden of the kidneys, and if you're not sweating properly, well, those metabolic waste can't be released, okay. In the pupil, here you can see there's a black ring around the pupil. This indicates a malabsorption ring. And the red solaris, again, fine lines leaching out of the pupil, indicates toxic tunnels of waste leaching to other body parts and glands, especially in the head region. You have quite a few dark lacuna, which indicates lack of energy flow. So lack of nutrients coming in the cells and lack of waste being removed from the cells as well. The bowels are very chronic. They're well defined. All this here is the bowels. And you can see the line around the bowels. That's the autonomic nerve sheath. That indicates weak digestion, weak nervous system as well, okay. The nerve rings around the eye, those rings around like a tree of a trunk, indicates a weak nervous system as well. You can also see there's a lymph rosary right here. That's those white dots around the eye. That indicates swollen or stagnant lymph nodes. You should need to detox those as well. You can see that the bowels are spastic. Right here is ballooning out a bit, okay, but you can see how it juggles in and out. This indicates spastic bowels, okay. This is ascending colon. The transverse colon as well is also very weak and chronic. And the pituitary gland right here sits on it, in the pineal gland. Where the transverse colon is always related to the pituitary gland. So when you clean the bowels, the glands improve as well, and vice versa, okay. So you can see the bowels here are quite chronic. You see how well defined they are, and the line going around it, that's autonomic nerve sheath. That indicates a weak digestive system, weak bowels, and also indicates weak nervous system as well. Okay, you can see the ascending colon is quite spastic. The way it juggles in and out, that shows it's spastic, and there could be fecal waste in there that has not been removed for a while. Okay, you can see that the transverse colon is also quite spastic and in line with the chronic pineal and pituitary gland right here. And the descending colon as well is quite spastic, it goes in and out, okay? And the sigmoid as well, right here. So the bowels are really chronic, and you want to detox that because the bowels are the heart of everything, so to speak. The entire brain region here is weak, okay? You have the nerve rings going right through it, and also the scalp region. All here is the scalp and the hair region. Also quite heavy lymph stagnation on it as well. So right here is the pituitary gland and the pineal gland. You can see how chronic it is. And this line right here is the mental strength as well as the sexual strength as well. Usually due to low libido, it could be. It indicates it's onto the chronic side. And right here is the cerebellum. As you can see, it's also quite stagnated. Okay, cerebellum is essential for balancing, for communication between the brain and the rest of the body. So right here is the mastoid region, and right here is the neck and shoulder region. You can see very heavy lymph stagnation. Okay, and right here is the bronchialis region and the heart region right here. You can see, okay, the lacuna right here. That shows heavy lymph stagnation. Okay, the heart level. And right here is the upper and lower lung region. Okay, you can also see the chest region or the breast right here. Okay, heavy lymph stagnation over there, right here. And right here is the spleen. Remember, the spleen is what cleans the blood and deposits waste into the lymphatic system. And when it's weak, then you can have issues with that. So you need to detox that as well. And right here is the ovary section. You can see also heavy lymph stagnation. Right here is the upper abdomen region. Okay, and here right here is the groin. You can see it's heavy lymph stagnation. Here is the left foot, knee, and thigh region. You can see it's dark here. It's the chronic side. And right here is the kidney and adrenals. You can see how weak it is. Okay. You need to detox that. The kidney and adrenals are crucial when it comes to detoxification because the kidney is what removes waste, metabolic waste from the body. And right here is the vagina and uterus region, okay, heavy lymph stagnation. And right here is the bladder region. You can see heavy lymph stagnation as well. And right here is the upper middle lower back region. You can see heavy lymph stagnation. It's also the spine is also located here, and you can see there's quite a bit of lymph stagnation, so we need to detox that. All here is the throat region, okay, the voice box, the trachea, and you can see it's very heavy with lymph stagnation. And right here is the esophagus and voice box region. This is the throat region. You can see it's heavy lymph stagnation here. You can see the thyroid and parathyroid right here. It's the chronic side, okay. So you need to detox that because remember, the thyroid is what controls sweating and increased temperature in the body. So you need to fix that so you can get rid of the skin ring. The parathyroid beside it is responsible for tissue integrity. Okay, so when you have weak parathyroid, you have weak calcium utilization, and you can have bowels like these. Okay, and bone issues, etc. Because if you're not using calcium properly, well, calcium is essential in everything from arteries to veins to, to the tissue strength as well. So you need to detox that region quickly. And right here is the eye, nose, and upper region, or the sinuses. You can see heavy lymph stagnation as well. This entire section is the brain section, okay? It's as you can see, very thick, heavy lymph stagnation, and you have nerve rings going around it. So this is a nervous system issue, and it's important that you do detox it quickly. What's very prominent with this eye here are the bowels, and the bowels are chronic. And you have these toxic tunnels leaching out to other body parts and gland. The kidneys and adrenals are very weak. So you have the nerve rings coming around. So 100% fruit diet will help clear things up. It will take time because this is quite chronic. It's a subacute level. Around the bowels, as you can see that line again, is the autonomic nerve wreath, which shows a weak nervous system as well. Okay, you can see where the lines here in the sclera are white, that the body's under high acidosis. So you can see this very prominent. Opinion that this is a true blue eye. Okay, sometimes the eyes we're born with, it's not the eye color that is our true color, and this due to this lymph stagnation taken from our parents as well. Okay, but you can see blue indications of blue in the eye, and the only two true colors of human beings is blue or brown, and in this case I'm saying it's a blue eye. Okay, so the yellow indicates it's subacute lymph stagnation, and when it's not fixed, it gets to the brown side, which is chronic. So you want to detox that and get the lymph system moving with 100% fruit diet, get the lymph nodes working well. Okay, so use herbs for the lymphatic system. First get the kidneys to filter, then use herbs for the lymphatic system to clear this up nicely. You do very well because you do have great genes of quite nice fine lines, and the strong genes, so it should be able to clear up nicely.